Do you realize that only less than 2% of white Americans own slaves?
But it was a system of white supremacy.
You realize that slavery is thousands of years old?
White people were
Do you know
the slave
who
owners.
was the first race to try to end slavery? Well, what's controversial?
I'm very surprised.
This is an extraordinary exercise in historical revisionism.
I'm really surprised.
Do you realize that?
Jillian, I'm surprised that you're trying to litigate who was the beneficiary of slavery and who was not.
Of the many reactions people had to Jillian Michaels leaping to the defense of white people in a conversation about slavery was confusion as to why she would say such a thing when she has a black daughter. To answer that in a very roundabout way, here's a video I filmed on my way to my apartment in May of 2020, just before George Floyd was murdered by the Minneapolis Police Department. So I'm at the park, and we got this person right here calling the cops on these brothers right here, but not calling the cops on those white dudes over there. So it's kind of confusing that she's calling the cops on all these black folks, but she ain't calling the cops on those white dudes down there. That's weird. That's weird. Why aren't she calling the cops on those white dudes over there? This takes place in Uptown Minneapolis. I blurred out the woman's face because this went viral in 2020, and I'm not here to double up on the publicity of her actions. However, she says this. That's so strange. It's about racism is what it's about. It's about racism is what it's about. I know you don't want to be called racist, but you got no problem being racist.
Way more closer intimate than we are, and you didn't call the cops on that.
You can also tell that.
Whoa, she's got a mixed daughter, so that means she's not racist. Oh.
All I'm doing is my job, and I'm trying.
I have seen and heard this sentiment a lot, whether passive or as overt as in this video. And just because white people may be the parents of black children, it does not somehow eliminate the possibility of that white parent expressing anti-blackness. In fact, there is no proximity to blackness that can mute or entirely dismiss someone of their own anti-blackness. So how does Jillian Michaels say what she said, even though she has a black child? It's simple. Just like many other people that express anti-blackness, no matter how close they're standing to a black person.